And our live team coverage of the deadly Iraq strike continues now with reaction from right here in South Florida.
CBS 4's Ted Scouten is joining us now live from Fort Lauderdale, where he just spoke with some politicians and a local Middle East expert. What are they saying, Ted?
Well, Diana Rudabeh, right now, the big question that local elected officials have is what will retaliation look like? Also, Democrats on Capitol Hill are wondering why they weren't consulted first.
Soleimani was a terrorist who was responsible for the deaths of hundreds of Americans, thousands of people throughout the region.
It's the one thing local members of Congress can agree on. Qassem Soleimani was a bad guy. Let us remember the lives that were lost at the hands of this ghoul and the justice that was served, said Republican Florida Senator Rick Scott. Senator Marco Rubio tweeted, Soleimani is directly responsible for previous and future plans to kill U.S. diplomats and American service members. Republican Congressman Mario Diaz-Balart tweeted, I commend the Trump administration for ridding the world of this evil man. But that's where it ends. Democratic Congressman Ted Deutsch wants to hear more.
Congress hasn't authorized war with Iran. The reason the administration needs to come to Congress as soon as we're back next week is to lay out the intelligence, to make clear what their intentions are, what the strategy is going forward.
Democratic Congresswoman Debbie Mugarsel-Powell said Soleimani was a bad actor, but the president just committed an act of war without consulting Congress. And there's a look ahead to what's next.
It's a serious escalation, and what I worry about is that what kind of a retaliation the Iranian regime will carry out against the United States.
Florida Atlantic University professor Robert Rabil is an expert on the Middle East.
And this is what I worry about the most, where they are going to attack, how they are going to attack, are they going to attack, and I say yes. He is too important of a figure, Soleimani was, for the Iranian regime.
Rabil believes we could see retaliation in places like Syria, Lebanon, Iraq, and the Gulf, or perhaps against U.S. allies. He does not expect to see a direct attack here in the United States.
The Iranian regime is not a suicidal regime, and the Iranian regime knows that if any attacks carried out by them here in the United States will harshly retaliate.
And the House is back in session on Tuesday. They're hoping to hear from the president then. Live in Fort Lauderdale, Ted Scouten, CBS 4 News.